AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run again with Michael. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Now Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to sling. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 46 yards.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys need is a chance, and they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now Wilson on 2nd down. This will be caught at the 2. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating 1st downs and moving the ball downfield.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go! Out of the gun now on third down. Finding time. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Complete to Jason Witten. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the two-point conversion. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On the run, this is Michael. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On the ground, it's Michael. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. On third down, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So on fourth down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. Now Prescott. Tony McDaniel breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're going to try and throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the carry, Michael. And some space here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kristen Michael, 76 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's got room. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play there out of the running game. 32 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early, so so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And now they're in the hurry up. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Doug Baldwin with an acrobatic catch. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to try and go deep again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. is incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. Oh, he fakes a spike. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Cliff Averill in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Both Seahawks have picked it up. A look at the offense Bucks now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cliff Averill able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Here's Prescott, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 37 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Play action. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They come up in an offset eye. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Prescott. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And now look at him go. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
Hauschka now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And quickly, they get to the line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to go. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brandon Carr. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll go on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Wilson on second down. He's going to look deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Cedric Thornton in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll look to throw again. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Prescott. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Let's go!
They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it. Steps away. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing.